we did the previous month, but we're not getting as many comments, then we know right off the bat that's what we need to be working on, right? But also, you can determine what type of content your viewers wants to see as well. I can say, everybody can say that yes, photos will do better than posts without photos, but until you actually test it with your audience, you never really know, right? Other things that you might want to consider tracking when you're doing social media: how much traffic are you driving to your website? How many clicks are you getting? And maybe even specific pages on your website. Are you getting a lot of traffic to a volunteer recruitment page, for example, or an event? Are you seeing an increasement in the amount of volunteer recruits? Are you seeing an increase in donations? One of the things that I really love about digital communications is that essentially everything is trackable. There's a way that you can track and prove every single thing that happens on the internet. So choose your goals and then figure out what is the best way to track your progress from that point. And remember, just because you can post doesn't mean you should post. So you don't want to overpost, because then you're just irritating people and you're just spamming them with too much information. People get irritated and they'll end up stop following you, right? So how often should you post? On Twitter, you can get away with, and again, this is kind of industries. There's people that break the mold and they post a lot and it works for them. For Twitter, you can post more because a tweet gets pushed down in the feed pretty quickly. For Facebook and Instagram, you don't want to post as often. Space it out. Don't post one after another. While I say you can post 4 times a day, don't post it like one after another. Again, people don't like seeing that in their feed all at once. And then, like I said, just test it, because what works for one person may not work for somebody else. If you're just starting off, you probably don't want to be posting a lot. You want to build that engagement first, build that follower base, get people to be liking your content before you start building upon it and doing more and more. Almost every successful social media manager, if not all of them, they'll do what's called a content calendar. So they'll map out exactly what posts they're going to be doing for a time period. They plan out the posts in advance, and really you want to do that because life happens. We all get busy and it's not always top of mind, and then people forget to post things. But in addition to that, if you plan out your posts, then you can you eliminate a lot of spelling and grammar errors that tend to pop up whenever you're kind of in a rush to just get something out. The way we handle it is we'll draft our posts a month in advance. Once they're drafted, we'll send it to our clients for approval so that we can make sure that we're talking about the right things and we got all of our facts straight, because sometimes things get lost in translation. So at least they can see, look, this is what we're going to be posting, and they can be okay with it. And then as the month goes on, we'll go and schedule everything so we can guarantee things are going out. But then as things pop up that needs to be posted live, I guess you could say, a media hit, photos from events and so forth, then we're posting those as it goes, just to keep things live and timely and fresh, right? So we get things scheduled to at least have a core, and then we just supplement it as the month goes on.